From a very young age, I knew that I wanted to be a social worker. My mom and I were involved in, different systems that allowed me to work with different social workers, and I thought some were really good at what they did, and so that's what kind of first made me look at social work field. I wanted to give a voice to the youth that felt like they had no voice. At one point as a youth, I probably felt like I didn't have a voice, going through housing instability. When I got to Brown School of Social Work, I knew that I wanted to work with families and children. I knew that I cared about the homeless population, which is who I was working with before I got there. And I was also introduced to socioeconomic development. So Dr. Kirkland, which was one of my mentors, had a class on socioeconomic development. And I really didn't think about how we can provide development opportunities in poor neighborhoods or countries, that it can really influence, the success of people. I did a specialization in my concentration where I was families and children with a focus on homelessness, and I combined that with socioeconomic development. One thing that I really enjoyed about going to school at WashU is actually being in St. Louis. St. Louis was the biggest city that I lived in at the time ever. To me, it had all the social issues that social workers talk about. When I was in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, we could talk about depleted housing and we could talk about homeless living on the street, but I didn't see it. When I went to St. Louis, I had the opportunity to see the issues firsthand. And the school really set you up to be able to work on those issues. I was introduced to Chicago public schools. We were there to really support our parents, which led to higher academic achievement for students. I went on to doing some more criminal justice work with Community Renewal Society. And from that work, I did federal grant making. It really set me up to the job I have now. And that's Chief Executive Officer at Methodist Youth Services Incorporated. I am new as a CEO, and I'm very much excited to work in child welfare. I fully accept this award, and I feel like I'm sharing it with everybody that has lifted me up, everybody that has believed in me. And so I'm just honored to receive this award, especially from Washington University in St. Louis.